Okay, Rainier, so because we set off the fire alarm last time we tried to do this experiment, and I think partly because the string touched the burner, and because some of the hot plates weren't cleaned, I'm going to go ahead and do it at home. Home? Yes, now Luna, you're not going to be able to stay the whole time because we don't want to burn you. But I'm going to go ahead and do it at home so you can still... Luna. So you can still see what's happening in the experiment, and we'll get all of our data together. There. So I have my laptop right here. This is where I'm going to keep my stopwatch, my lab instructions, so I'm following the same instructions that you guys are. Out of the way, cord. So here, step 1 I see in the procedure is gather your materials. So I've already gone ahead and done that. And so I have our flask. I have our string for measuring the balloon circumference. The balloon. Our of gloves. Protect me from the heat of the glass. A ruler. The graduated cylinder with 50 milliliters of water. And we have our hot plate here. Which is not on, and that's why I'm able to touch it. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Step 2 says, in the graduated cylinder, get 50 milliliters of tap water. So, as you can see there, oh, we're at a little bit above 50. I'm going to pour some of that out. Oh. Okay, that's better. So, step 2 says record the temperature. So I forgot the thermometer, so I'm unable to currently record the temperature right now. So I'll do that tomorrow, so I can give you guys that data. And now it says step 3, slowly pour the graduated cylinder into our flask. So I put the water into our flask. Step 4 says put a balloon over the top of the flask. So I'm going to open up the balloon. Now the balloon, like we talked about in class, is going to trap all the gas inside of this container, and all the water vapor as well. So step 5 says put the flask with the water on the hot plate at the high temperature. So I'm going to change this to high in just a second and start my stopwatch. It says every minute to record the circumference of the balloon. So I have my string here. I'm going to wrap all the extra around my hand here so it doesn't fall down and touch the burner. So I'm going to try to measure the widest part of the balloon. And then I will come over here to use the ruler. I'm going to measure in centimeters because we're in science class. I'm going to put it right here, and then I'm going to record my data. So I'm going to record my data on the computer as we're going. After 5 minutes, we're going to use the of glove. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to set it on this piece of tile right here, and we're going to record what happens as it starts to cool down. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn this up to high. Yep, that is on high. I'm going to come over to the computer, get my stopwatch ready. Okay, that's toasty. I rolled my sleeves up so my sleeves aren't hanging down because these ones, I don't want to burn myself. The sleeves are kind of hanging down a bit and I don't want them to accidentally fall and touch the burner. So I'm going to roll my sleeves up just like I said. If you have really long hair, make sure to wear your hairband or wear your hair up so your hair doesn't touch the burner, because no one wants to smell burnt hair. And you don't want to lose your hair. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to start the timer at the same time, and we're going to observe what happens. Pins. And what I want you looking for during these 5 minutes is we're going to be measuring the circumference, but make sure to notice any other observations that you might see. It's going to be a little bit hard because you guys don't have my nose. YouTube hasn't invented
olfactory.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, you can't smell on YouTube. Now I can start to smell. I can smell there's some stuff on this burner, and I can start to smell that some of it's starting to burn. If I look very closely, I think I might see some water vapor kind of building up on the side of the glass. And it's getting close to a minute. We're at about 45 seconds. So I'm going to wrap all the extra around my hand, and we're going to make our measurement. So 1 minute. I'm going to carefully do this so I don't burn myself or burn the string. And yes, it is a little bit difficult. Cool. So I have this much. I'm going to come to my ruler. I got 13.5 centimeters, so I'm going to record that in my data table. Well, so we're going to keep going. This would be a good time for elevator music on YouTube. Going to make some observations. I can definitely feel that the stove is on. I can feel the radiation. So, going to get ready to make my second measurement. Because here we're at about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So now it's this. I'm going to put it on the ruler. See what I get. Still getting 13.5. 13.5 centimeters. So we're going to keep waiting. Now I noticed one of these little indents on the balloon started to pop out. Oh, so the balloon, another indent went out, and I was actually able to hear the noise that it made. And I can see that it's starting to appear a bit fuller. So I'm going to try to make the measurement again. And we'll see what I get. I now record 15 centimeters at minute 3. We're going to keep going. You can now see the balloon. We're definitely starting to make some observations. I'm going to let you guys record this on your own in the other observations column. We're at 3 minutes and 30 seconds now. Oh. Okay, 15 more seconds and I'll make my 4th minute recording. Ding. So I don't know if you can hear this because my dog's playing with something, but I'm able to actually hear some of the water start boiling. And if you look down here you can actually see some of the waters moving around. So slightly late on my 4 minute one. And I got 17 centimeters. Here's. We're going to keep going and we're going to continue to make observations. This is going well. My fire alarm's not going off. That's a plus. So with this balloon, it would definitely be worthy to note that instead of growing out, it's really growing up a large portion. So here's our 5 minutes, and then I'm going to take it off so I can it's really growing now. The balloon is toasty. It's difficult.
You should have taped one side of the string.
Okay, so now it's this long. So I'm going to make my measurement that is over 30 centimeters. I'm going to fold it back. I have a measurement. I'm going to take this off and then I'll record the measurement. I'm going to take it off the heat. So I now recorded 36 centimeters. Here, so now we're going to record it cooling. I'm going to make sure I turn the hot plate off. I'm actually going to move it so it's not so close to my face. And now we're going to record it as it's cooling down. Now, so as you can see, it's changing quite a bit already. I need to get to my cooling part of my data table. Oh, that'd be a good other observation to make. And then we got it right here. Here, so 6 minute observation. It's at 16 centimeters, so it's really quickly deflating. Kate, what are the chances you could get me a little bucket of ice water? You'd be a super cool wife.
We don't have ice.
We can get something. I mean, just cold water. Isn't there water on the porch?
Not on I use it to cover the plants.
That's okay. But if you can, that'd be cool. Like in a big thing, like a plastic Tupperware, if you had. So 7 minutes. I'm gonna try to get the circumference of the balloon. Yeah. Okay. My circumference reading now is 14 centimeters. Yours? You want to keep going? Oh, thank you. Yes, we don't have any ice cubes or anything. We're going to take this experiment a little bit further. Thank you, Kate. I'm going to scooch this over a little bit so we can see what happens here. Oh, yeah, that'll work great. Oh, you didn't tell me it was cold. So we got some ice water here. We're going to take the experiment a little bit further. So here's another minute of cooling. So I'm going to get the measurement. I'm going to wait till the whole minute's up. There it is. Now we're back to 13.5. 13.5 centimeters. I'm amazed at how quickly it cooled off. Now, a question I'd like you to think about is, do you think it would have been cooled off as quickly if we left it on the hot plate? Hey, so 30 more seconds, we'll make another observation. Pippa, do you want to be a movie star? Yes, no? Okay, you stay there. Okay, so our 4th minute recording. Oh, now we're at 13. It's interesting, it's a little bit smaller. There, so we have 1 recording left, and we're going to do that in about 40 seconds. And 30 seconds. I'm going to put another piece of ice in here. Here. And we're going to see a pretty dramatic effect happen here. Here, once we're done with this part of the experiment. So, we're approaching the very end, so I'm going to get this last measurement. And I got 13 centimeters again, so I'm going to record that. So I'm going to push this hot plate out of the way more. I'm going to grab my phone and put it at a different angle so you can really see what's happening here. So, say hi, fish. So I'm going to use the oven mitt still. Also, if we look at the top of the balloon, it looks a little bit different than what it did before. We're going to speed things up with this cooling process, and we're going to cool the air more than what it was cooled before. Because the air was probably about room temperature when we sealed it, or a little bit higher because I used warm air. So we're going to put it inside this. I'm going to make sure we can see We're going to put it right here, and we're going to observe what happens. So if you look very closely here, you can see that the balloon is almost getting pulled inside of the flask. We're going to give it another minute. We're going to see if it goes all the way in. Going to make sure it's very cold. Hold. No. So the glass is cold, so I'm able to touch it now. And now you can see that the balloon is actually being sucked inside of the flask. Because it's been in this ice water, it's cooled off, and I know I am okay to touch it. So there you can see it's really up against the glass. We're going to keep it going. Now you can see it's kind of able to sit freely, hang inside the glass. And if we look up here, it's really weird because normally you can never look inside of a balloon. So there's obviously a difference in air pressure happening here. So that's the end of my video for today. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in class tomorrow. Bye.